Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. Good to see y'all. Hi, Fernando. You would like a general 10 card. I can totally do that for you, my friend. Thank you so much for your donation. How are you doing today? Let's go into the card camp. And today we are using the Golden Girls tarot card deck. Love this deck. Good to hear. Happy Saturday to you. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Thank you. Okay, let's see. We have Six of Pentacles reversed, Six of Wands, Justice reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands reversed, the Devil, Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Magician. Okay. I'm definitely picking up, I don't want to, yeah, it's kind of heavy energy that I'm picking up here, Fernando. What I'm seeing is, the first thing that I'm seeing is an energy of fundamental imbalance with the Six of Pentacles reversed and this Justice reversed right here in the center. And I think that speaks to what I'm also seeing is that in the different facets of your life, you know, regarding work, romance, friendships, I feel like you're having a rough time with those aspects of your life right now, and at least Spirit is definitely acknowledging something to that effect. That it, yeah, he even says in this card, like, Best Friend of the Year awards, the Six of Wands. It's like, I feel like, you know, I correct me if I'm wrong, but you do have friends, but I feel like you would definitely be open to making new connections with people, and that might be something that you've been wanting to do lately, and has just been a little difficult getting those going with this Ace of Wands reversed here. Also, issues within the workplace with this Knight of Pentacles reversed and this Seven of Pentacles reversed right underneath. Knight of Pentacles being like the workhorse, like being put to work. Knight of Pentacles reversed being difficulties within the workplace. Seven of Pentacles is straight up difficulties within the workplace in its upright position. And its reversed position is trying to find solutions to those difficulties and obstacles and challenges, but maybe not finding all the solutions necessary. And I feel like this has caused a fundamental sense of imbalance within your life and yourself with this Justice reversed and then this Devil card right here. It's like the things that you would like to, the way that you would like to ideally see your life pan out and manifest itself at this time is not matching the vision that you would ideally like to see. And yeah, it could be causing a fundamental sense of imbalance that I am hearing an acknowledgement of that from spirit, like that they acknowledge that you're not feeling as good as you normally do at this time. You may even be feeling as though you're putting in a lot in this life and you're not seeing a lot of returns with the Six of Pentacles reversed. And if that's the case, that's definitely something I think that Spirit wants you to meditate on and think about, this Four of Swords. Like in specifically what areas of your life are you finding this imbalance of give and take, and how can you change that or move away from that. Also, in terms of your love life, Spirit acknowledges that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you would ideally like to be in a committed, solid romantic relationship with someone with this Ace of Cups reverse. Like it feels like there's like a gap in your life, if I'm not mistaken. But Spirit's saying that rest assured, like all in due time, like you are gonna find a wonderful person, and you are going to move to a better job. Just nothing is ever completely stagnant. Nothing is ever completely unchanged. Things change and are constantly in flux. That's just the way life is. And if you're not thrilled with the way that your life is now, I have no doubt that you are doing things to alter that, this Magician card, because I know you have the ability. And B, just know that nothing remains stagnant. You know, if you feel like you might be in some type of a rut of some sort, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Pentacles reverse, Six of Pentacles reverse, and Four of Swords, if you do feel like you're in some kind of like energetic or mental rut, just know that this too will pass. I'm really thinking about the King of Cups card right now. Like the King of Cups is on a throne, well, obviously he's on a throne, he's the king, but his throne is on the ocean, and he knows that the tide just as much as it gets rocky and crazy, it will go back to being calm, and he has faith in that, and he finds peace in that, and his throne never topples. And that's really the energy I'm getting here is like, things may feel like they're not going in the exact direction that you would ideally want them to, perhaps at this time, but they're definitely heading there. And you have a lot of power in your own hands to really manifest the life that you would ideally want to see unfold around you. With this beautiful Magician card, like you have a lot of agency and sovereignty, and ability in that, and you have a lot of wisdom too. So yeah, I think the overarching message I'm getting here is like, yeah, this like fundamental sense of like just maybe an imbalance, like could just be like, could be this give and take situation that seems like unfair, or it could be when things aren't going great in your work life, and perhaps like things aren't looking as like the way you would ideally want them to look in your romantic life, but I know that the right person's going to come along for you, and I know that you're going to find the right job. I still am very excited for your interview coming up, my friend. I really think that you're going to slay, and I think it's going to be great for you to be in a new environment and have that opportunity to really like be appreciated for the light that you shine. But yeah, that is what I am seeing for you, Fernando. Thank you very, very much for your donation, my friend. And I hope I brought you some clarity there. We're definitely in a season of change right now. Hi, Wendy. Your birthday reading today? On the Saturday? Sure, why not? No problem, love. Happy early birthday. But I think, yeah, Fernando, I think it's really about like what I'm like the overarching message I'm getting from your guides is like, if things aren't feeling great right now or manifesting or just looking as great as you would ideally want them to look, like you not only are you able to change that, but things are constantly in flux, There's always that light at the end of the tunnel, right? Thank you again, Fernando. All right, Miss Wendy. Happy early birthday, girl. Yes, absolutely, love. Get it started on the weekend, you know? I'd like a general reading of what my spirit guides would like me to know for my birthday season. Okay. You got it, Wendy. Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What should Wendy know about regarding this birthday season? Angels, masters, and spirits, what would you want Wendy to know regarding the birthday season? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Masters and spirit guides, what do you want Wendy to know regarding this birthday season for her? Seven of Cups reversed. Six of Pentacles, gifts, girl. Queen of Swords, the High Priestess reversed, and Two of Cups. Okay. This looks quite harmonious, quite good, my darling. The only card I'm not crazy about, the only energy I'm not crazy about is the Seven of Cups reversed. I'll get to that in just one sec. Yeah, no, this looks really, really good, Wendy. I do want some clarity on this Seven of Cups reversed for just one sec. Yeah, because the Seven of Cups is really all about choices, and when it's in its reverse position, it means that you might have, and I can see this happening since you're going on a trip. You know, I'm hoping that you're going to be the one making most of the decisions because it's your birthday. But I think there's going to be like a lot of options for different things to do with you and your friends, and you know, on one hand, yeah, it's your birthday, you know, and you should be I think you should be making the choices. But at the same time, it's like you're with a group of people, and they're also going to want to do stuff too. And I think that's part of what this this is, but you're all, there's gonna be, with the Six of Pentacles, I mean, look at the art on this card. She's holding a bunch of gifts. Like, you are going to be getting, like, a lot of happy birthdays, a lot of good wishes, gifts, like, time, lovely time spent with you. You're going to know that, for sure, that you are loved and adored, this birthday season. And nobody's going to be untoward or unfair towards you, and you the same to them. Obviously, you're a very gracious woman with this Queen of Swords here, right here in the center. I feel like communication is going to be really good during this trip between all of y'all. And again, like, in terms of your birthday, I'm really seeing, like, a lot of, like, yeah, like, birthday wishes. But, oh my gosh, that reminds me, today's my brother's birthday. Oh my gosh, I forgot to send him a happy birthday. And he lives in Istanbul, so it's already not his birthday. I feel really bad, but yes, my brother's birthday today. But yeah, you're gonna get a lot of love, lot of love and appreciation for being you, for being born. Yeah, he is a Taurus. Yeah. Um, and this High Priestess reverse is like doing things on your own terms, but like with dignity and grace. Perhaps striking out on your own. And I'm not talking about the trip itself, but like doing things your own way, over the next indefinite amount of time. I think it might just be like a period of, sorry, 1 second. Might be a period of growth for you. There we go. Okay. This Two of Cups to me is saying, like, speaking volumes about the harmoniousness regarding and surrounding your birthday season, the loved ones around you, the friends around you, the good wishes, the good tidings, the gifts. Yeah, this is all really good energy, love. I really don't feel like anyone's going to, like, even forget about your birthday. People, I remembered your birthday. I was like brushing my teeth. I'm like, oh, Wendy's a Taurus. Like, how come I should know her exact birthday. I know it's on Wednesday. But yeah, no, this looks great, Wendy. And I really have a lot of wonderful and high hopes for this trip, with you and your friends. And it's going to be an adventure, is the word I just heard. It's going to be a really good adventure, and very unforgettable, and in all good ways, Yeah, no, this looks great, Wendy. I think this is going to be a wonderful year for you in general. I think starting your year off, with a good birthday is always really a good one, Yes, absolutely. Very good energies. Yay! Happy belated or happy early birthday, my friend. I know it's going to be lovely, and you really deserve all the best. You're such a lovely woman, and you clearly have friends and loved ones who appreciate that. Absolutely, love. I'm glad I remembered now, because I always try to remember the beginning of every, like, start of an astrological season. Like, okay, where are my Pisces? Where are my Aries? Where are my Taurus? So I'm really glad I remembered you're a Taurus. But yeah, you're very welcome, love. And I'm sure many more gifts will be coming towards you in the not so distant future. Thank you, love. So I just jumped right on in here when I don't know why I'm so itchy. When I first got started a second ago, which is great. Hi, Felicia. How are you? I also got an additional work bonus. Perfect timing for the trip. Absolutely, love. Absolutely. Isn't that perfect timing? I love that. That's wonderful. Oh, do you remember me telling you guys about how I applied for that, like, psychic platform, that website where you get, like, people call and you give them, like, one-on-one readings, and they denied my application not once but twice. And I was like, what? Like, how am I? They even asked me to correct questions that I had answered correctly. Like, I know there's no, like, correct way to answer it, but, like, just, like, weird, like, I could tell it was, like, a bot or something. And then I was looking through my spam folder a few days ago, and they sent me an invitation to interview with them. I'm like, well, I'm so glad I saw this because I got not one but two emails from you saying that I was rejected. I got one chance to redo it, and the second time you rejected me again. But I'm so happy, and yeah, I have an interview on Wednesday. I'm really, really happy about that. Um, I know a couple of tarot readers who go on there as well, like yeah, YouTube tarot readers who are also on that site. Thank you. I hope I do well. I need to prep. I don't really, I've never like done an interview for a psychic job before. Like I've always just been my own boss in this realm. Thank you, Felicia. I'm really excited. I really hope, I mean, I think I'd be perfect. I almost wanted to refute it a third time and be like, can I talk to someone? Like, I wouldn't have applied if I didn't feel like I was a really good fit, you know? They were saying they wanted more education from me. I'm like, okay, is it not good enough that I went to UC Berkeley? Like, I'm sorry, there's not many programs for psychic readings, but I think it was a bot. Because, yeah, I finally got a person got in touch with me. But, yeah, I'm trying to think of the questions they may ask me and how I'll answer them. Um, I'll probably just, I do have a resume for all my psychic work, so, and I have some good tidbits on there. I'll probably just bone up on that a little bit more. But, yeah, I'm quite excited about that. It will be so loud. I went to Sephora and I got some really nice new mascara today. You probably can't even tell. I don't know how well I can tell. I just remember I bought this mascara years and years ago and I really, really liked it. And it's pretty good, but I don't know if I really, I don't know if I'll ever get it again. Actually, no, it's very good mascara. I will say. It's Dior Show. I remember I loved Dior Show. I used to like only wear this mascara when I was like in college. And then I switched to a different brand, and then I went back to just Maybelline Great Lash, and then I've been using that a lot lately, and it's been disappointing me. And I switched to L'Oreal something. I like their primer. Um, but yeah, no, Dior Show is really good. But I'm like, is it that much better than drugstore? Like, yes and no. I don't know. I also got some really good blotting powder as well because I get so shiny. Um, yeah. Yeah. What do you usually use? Because for a while I was using my favorite drugstore one, probably be both Maybelline Great Lash. But I feel like if you use that too much and too often, it'll stop being as effective. And then I also like L'Oreal, the one that it's like I think it's voluminous lash, and it has like two different ends, and it has like a white primer and then black for your lashes, or they're both for your lashes, but the second one. I think Samuel's finally over his own BS. We're on friendly terms now, and it's no longer awkward. Well, that's good. That's definitely good. You use a Japanese mascara called Heroin. I've never heard of that brand. I know that Japanese makeup brands are like top notch. My brother uses like only Japanese skincare because a lot of his clients are Japanese. He teaches English, and they have the best skin. His clients. He's like, "What do you use? You're like so radiant." And yeah, I think he probably uses more products than I do. Um, Yeah, I really like the powder I got. I'm not sure about this mascara. I mean, I can't return it, but I'm just kind of like, I think I could have found something equal. Equals good. Okay, I've got to find a good eyeliner and maybe some. I usually just use MAC mascara, or sorry, MAC eyeshadow in Carbon. It's by this brand called Casa, I think. Here, it comes in a really cute package. Comes like yeah, really cute packaging. Um, yeah, yeah, Cosis. Um, really cute, like purple translucent packaging. It's not totally like white translucent like I normally like my powder, but it comes out translucent. Um, But yeah, I really like the packaging, and it wasn't overpriced or anything. It's hard to find good anti-shine products. I can never find them at the drugstore, like anti-shine powders. I used to use those little like wipes things. I do get oily in the afternoons. You know, yeah, I'd never even heard of it. It was just recommend. I just asked the girl who was working there for a recommendation on a good mattifying powder, and that's what she suggested, and I really liked it. So, yeah, so far so good. I have a photo shoot tomorrow, and it's, you know, like up close-ups in my face, so I wanted to like invest in some nice new makeup today, just a couple of pieces. They discontinued my favorite lipstick last year by MAC, and I accidentally bought 2 tubes of it. I bid on one on eBay, and I didn't realize, I'd forgotten that I'd already put in a bid for that. So I have 2 tubes of this stuff now. I wear Twig by MAC, and I've been wearing it. It's been one of the 3 lipsticks I've been wearing. I've been wearing this color since I was like 20, maybe younger, and they just discontinued it last year. I'm like, no, but I guess I don't use that much when I do use it, so I'll probably have those 2 tubes for a while. Yeah, so, oh, I keep on forgetting. I forgot to give my spiel earlier. Yeah, so I'm also, other than, I also, you know, obviously I read tarot for y'all. I can answer any question. Why do I feel like there's hair on me? And I know there's not. One second, everybody. I can answer any question for you, with the exception of medical or legal questions. There we go. Because I did have a hair on me. Way back. Yeah, I can answer anything for you, any question you have, except for legal or medical questions. And I also read oracle cards. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minimum, but I'm just counting right here in front of me of different oracle decks. And I know that some people are definitely interested in those. If that is something that you're interested in, asking a question with either a combo of traditional tarot cards or oracle cards, or if you just want to do oracle, that's fine too. I can, yeah, I can take it now, Felicia, at least to my personal account. So far, so good. Um, I still prefer PayPal or Venmo, but if you need to do Cash App, I could definitely take that. Yeah. But I also am a psychic medium. For those of you who don't know, I can contact those who have passed on. If that is something that you are interested in, I would love to read for you in that capacity. However, I do ask that you just give me a moment before sending your donations so that I can just check and make sure I can communicate with the person you're trying to contact, because I cannot contact absolutely every single person who has passed on. I also offer past life regression. I have a method I use using cards and my ability to communicate with spirits and angels. If that is something that you are interested in, that is definitely something that I offer, and there's never a dull moment with those readings. And we can ask Spirit to illuminate any past life of yours. We can ask them to illuminate a random one. We can ask them to illuminate one pertaining to your romantic life at this time, or to another life, or someone else in your life. Whatever the question, whatever the intent is, that's entirely up to you. I also offer soulmate confirmation readings. Those are just basically what they sound like. Just checking in with the spirit world to see if the person in question that you're curious about is indeed supposed to be in your life, or at least in your life at this time. Those are always very interesting. They're also in the realm of, yeah, asking your spirit guides, you know, if they give their blessing or not. We don't have to focus on that if that's not something that you're particularly super concerned about, but that is another thing that we can tap into as well. And I'd like to always offer my, as a suggestion, love reading, OG love reading in which I read their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. Thank you so very much, Felicia, for your donation, love. A choice between 3 options: CC, Arians, or another option. Okay, let's go ahead. Hi, Andrea, welcome. CC, Arians, or another option. Okay. And thank you so much, Andrea, for your donation. Let me go ahead and add you. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Can we do a throwdown for Felicia with CC, Arians, or another option? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Messengers and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please advise Felicia, CC, Arians, or another option. Eight of Swords reversed. This is for CC. We have the Lovers. For Arians, we have Eight of Cups reversed. For another option, we have Nine of Pentacles reversed. We also have 10 of Cups for the other general energies, 8 of Swords reversed for the first general energies. Out of the 3, and I'm not just saying this because it's in its upright position, but I'd have to say CC. I don't know what CC is, Felicia, and you don't have to tell me the context of what any of this is, but out of the 3 options here, the Lovers is definitely the most ideal. And I don't know what the end goal is here, but what I am seeing is that if you do choose this path, or if you do choose to go with that, with CC, whatever that is, you will be very content. You will be very, very satisfied. And it's just a good match, a good pairing for you, or whatever your end goal is. And it's going to set you free from a lot of like concerns. There's really like no concerns here. But in terms of like the other 2, I would definitely not go for it with another option, and there's no value there with this Nine of Pentacles reverse. And then with the Arians option, yeah, 8 of Cups reverse is something you might initially be like, oh, okay, like this is interesting, or this is, it might work, but then I feel walking down the road, I feel like you'd want to, like, you feel like you made a bad decision. But CC is looking ideal there, Miss Felicia. Good. Yeah, no, it's like overwhelmingly just like absolutely option A for sure. The other 2, no way for the other 2. No way now, but this is really good. You're very welcome, love. Yeah, the Lovers is very harmonious, really good choice, good pairing. Good for you specifically. It might not be the best choice for every single person, whatever the choice it is, but it's a really good one for you and your circumstance. You're very welcome, Felicia. Thank you, love. Andrea, thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. How does my work crush feel about me? She's an Aries. Can I get her name, please, Andrea? And what is your sign, Andrea? Fellow Aquarius. All right. Ilani. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Ilani have any romantic feelings towards Andrea? Two of Cups, Seven of Swords reversed, the High Priestess, Seven of Cups reversed, and King of Pentacles reversed. Oh, wow, there's definitely something there. There's definitely something there, Andrea. I don't know if I've read for you before. I don't know. If I have, I apologize for not remembering you. If I haven't, welcome to the channel. And if I haven't read for you before, I was gonna say you know me, you know how I read, but you might not know me or how I read. But I don't sugarcoat. If I saw that she didn't have any feelings for you, I'd be like, I'm sorry, man. Like, at least not at this time. But that's not the case. She very much does have affections for you. I don't know how long the two of you have been working together or have known one another. Lots of work crushes going on right now. A lot of the readings I've been giving have been work crushes. Yeah, this Two of Cups says a lot. Do you guys flirt a lot at work? I feel like the conversation, the banter, the rapport between the two of you is very harmonious. And she ideally would like something with you, but the problem is the fact that the two of you work together. I don't know if that's allowed at your work. This has also been a theme with a lot of the readings I've been giving too about work crushes, is how there are so many restrictions against dating coworkers. It's been a couple of months, but we tend to be separated by our boss. Okay, so there's already, is your boss separating you guys because you flirt a lot, or because you get distracted, or just because you guys have different things to do? Because the thing is with this King of Pentacles reverse, as much as she has fondness for you, she doesn't want to jeopardize her job with this King of Pentacles reverse. She feels that it could possibly threaten her position. No, I think it's because she works better in the other store we work at. Oh, okay. But there is some concern. The Seven of Cups reverse. There is some kind of concern about possibly moving forward in some way with you, and it has to do with money. So that's why I figured it had to do with the fact that the two of you work together. Even if there aren't rules against it, I just know, I know people who are not comfortable with dating coworkers, and myself included. And the reasoning is, even if something does work out, even if it does work out between you and that person, that's great. But say things don't, then you have to see that person on the regular, and some people just don't want to, like, jeopardize. The word I keep on hearing is like jeopardizing, like, or putting at risk in some way, and she just doesn't want to risk that, or like, I hope I can leave soon so I can just be direct. Yeah, and this High Priestess is almost like giving me that energy that, like, either and I don't know how deeply you feel for her, and the depth of how she feels for you, how well either of you know one another. Um, but you know, I feel like there is some of that energy with her too, in which she would ideally, like, in a happy world, like, not be there, and you know, and then you guys would have that freedom. You would be striking out on your own. But she also intuitively feels like there's something really solid, something, some potential there between the two of you. But um, with the Seven of Swords reversed, because the Seven of Swords is all about, like, okay, I'll tell you, speaking on the topic of coworkers and crushes, I did a reading for a client yesterday, and two of the employees at her work, I believe, are secretly dating. And the Seven of Swords reversed came up. And I'm like, that I believe they're keeping a secret, because the Seven of Swords is like the, like, hide is, it is the thief, and you're not a thief and neither is she. But if you wanted to, you know, if you guys wanted to make something of this, it would have to be, like, in secrecy. It would have to be, like, hidden away, at least from the powers that be at your work, at least for this time. Um, it's always a tricky line to walk, I feel. Because, yeah, she may have different opinions on that than you, and may not, or just may not see eye to eye to that, on that, in regards to work and romance. And maybe she does. I can tell you that, yeah, she does indeed have feelings for you. I know it's such a bummer that you can't just be, you know, direct while you guys are still working with one another. Um, and I don't know, I feel like this High Priestess card has something to be said about that, like speaking one's voice, and doing things one's own way, essentially, you know. Um, but yeah, no, I definitely sense that, yeah, this Two of Cups card, like, never lies. That's yeah, definitely some very fond affections there on her part, and they're shared, you know. The Two of Cups, it's not just, you know, one person has feelings, the other one doesn't. It's very much both people do. I never felt so blushy around anyone like this in a long time. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know, as a fellow Aquarius, I don't know about you, but I'm just so picky when it comes to that stuff, and it's very infrequently do I develop a crush on someone, at least not these days. As I'm getting, the older I get, the less frequent it becomes, and yeah, it just takes a lot to impress me, and or not impress me, but I don't know. I guess I have a type or something. I don't know, but and I'm guarded too, you know, as I get older. But I hear you. Like, she definitely makes you feel some type of way. Well, I'm really hoping that she can overcome these obstacles that she's allowing. It takes a lot to keep my attention. Yes, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. It takes a lot to get my attention, and get my attention, and then B, to keep my attention, withhold it. And I don't know about you, but I'm super ADHD, so, like, I get distracted very easily, and yeah, if someone doesn't get my attention, like, they're not going to be able to keep it either. But she definitely sees someone special and you love, and you know, I'm really hoping that you guys can overcome this. Because I always say love can make the most, you know, timid or, you know, precarious person move mountains. I told her the other day I loved how fast she talks because it stimulates my ADHD. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I what's her sign again? Aries? I was gonna say, that sounds almost like Gemini communication, because I'm a Gemini moon, so I tend to be a fast talker. Um, but I also really appreciate fast talkers as well. Um, yeah, it's hard with the ADHD for sure. And yeah, and then it's also difficult. Like, it's difficult not falling for people that one works with, because we spend a lot of time there, you know, and that's where we really, like, spend a vast majority of our time, and, like, can have the time to really, like, get to know people. Um, there was this South Park episode I watched not too long ago. Like, the kids' parents hear a rumor that, or they're trying to find where the kid's principal is, and they find him in the woods in a tent, like with the vice principal, and they are just like disgusted, and they start like vomiting and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, disgusting. And they're like, what did you see? What did you find? They're like, he's with the vice principal. How can someone be attracted to a coworker? That's awful. Oh, gross. And it was just, it was commentary on like how crazy things have gone in the workplace. It used to be very natural for people to like meet each other and date each other in the workplace, you know? Um, and now it's become like almost a taboo thing when really it's not. It's just, you know, people getting to know one another. But anyway, thank you very, very much, Andrea. I really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you some clarity there, and I really hope that the two of you can overcome those obstacles. I also always offer private readings. I offer two different types of private readings. I offer them by appointment. You can always schedule those. Just send me an email. And they're one-on-one, and it's over Zoom, so you can hear me and see me. I can hear you and see you. You can also see the cards. It's just like this, but it's just one-on-one. You can give me all the backstory and context that you need. We can answer as many questions as you need to have answered. But I also do them offline, no additional donation amount, either over Instagram messages, DMs, over voice memos, or typed over email. And like I said, those are at no additional donation amount. And all you gotta do is I can get back to you within 24 hours time after you send your donation, but I can usually get to you a lot faster than that. And what else? Oh yeah. Always want to recommend my thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread to people. Some of my clients call it the OG love reading, but it can really be read for like anyone. I've done it for people's pets. I've done it for people's coworkers, family members, neighbors, you name it. If you're just curious about someone's thoughts, feelings, intentions, whatever, towards you, it's a wonderful option there to choose from. And yeah, so the donation queue is currently open. If you have a question tonight, and you make a donation now, you will be next. Thank you. And we just received a donation from Miss Felicia again. Thank you so much, love. Let's go ahead and add you. Okay, and it looks like you posted your question and your donation. Should I purchase from TS or ALJ? Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from sorry, is it, which one was it? TS or ALJ? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Message and Spirit Guide. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Message and Spirit Guide. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Message and Spirit Guide. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Message and Spirit Guide. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Hi, Latoya. I am taking donations. Yes. Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from TS or ALJ? Sorry, Felicia. Give me just 2 seconds here, real quick. Thank you. All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. Okay, Miss Felicia. We have Queen, this is for TS. We have Queen of Wands reversed and Six of Swords reversed. General energy for both. We have the World. For ALJ, we have Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man reversed. I'm going to be honest, I don't know. You're asking if you should buy from them, so I'm wondering if it's a car, but you don't have to tell me. I'm going to be honest. Oh, of course I'm going to be honest, but neither, definitely not TS. Queen of Wands reversed, Six of Swords reversed. I feel like if you there's something about them that's just not salient, not honest with this Queen of Wands reverse. I think ALJ would be the better option to purchase from with this Four of Pentacles and the Hangman reversed. I feel with the Four of Pentacles that you would absolutely be saving a lot more money. You wouldn't be losing nearly as much at all. You wouldn't be spending nearly as much. I just feel like ALJ's salesmanship or salesperson abilities are just more, honest, I should say, and transparent. But they also might leave you, like, hanging sometimes. Like, I don't know if there's going to be some negotiations or something. Could be around negotiations, like going back and forth, possibly actually with this Hangman reversed. That's actually what I'm thinking is going to happen, like back and forth negotiations. But whatever is going on here, whatever you're purchasing, something's coming to a close. So I'm hoping it's a car, but I'm hoping it's your search for a car coming to a final close with this World card. But I do really feel that this is the second option is much better, would be a much wiser option. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Felicia. Yeah. Definitely not TS. Definitely not TS. Thank you. Does it sound like it like resonates, or were you really like, is it two individuals or like two companies? Yes, it is two different company suppliers. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, I definitely feel like the second company would definitely be a much wiser direction. Absolutely. Well, I certainly hope that it all works out, love. Thank you so very much. And I feel a lot better about the second option. I'm looking for another supplier, but is not pulling another one up. Huh. On the search engine that you're using? Yeah, my search engine is picking up a weird group of suppliers. Maybe, I don't know, would you trust using another search engine, maybe? Yeah, of course, Felicia, no problem. All right, girl. Sorry, did you put your... Oh, okay, you didn't. Okay, please type your, the question right there in the chat. Oops, sorry about that. Go. Should I buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia purchase from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Masters and Spirit Guides. Should Felicia buy it from Clermont County Equipment? Seven of Swords reversed. Page of Cups reversed. The Empress reversed. Temperance reversed. And Ace of Swords. I would definitely lean more towards no here. I feel with the Page of Cups and Temperance reverse, I just think that they're gonna ask for more money than is necessary. I don't think they're gonna get as good of a deal at all. And the Seven of Swords reverse, I think they're gonna play this game of like, oh, we're just so transparent, we have the best deal around, blah blah blah. But like, there's a lot. There's like, it wouldn't be ideal. We do have this Ace of Swords here, which is indicative of like communicative victories. So maybe that's in regards to like negotiations of some type. But overall, I don't think it's a good. I'm not getting good energy from this company. The Empress reversed. I feel like it's. I just feel like there's something about waste here, like unnecessary expenditures, unnecessary funds, being asked for. And yeah, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is theft, betrayal, deceit, lies. We do have it reversed here. But I feel like, that's what I meant by like, they're gonna play this game of like, oh yeah, we're totally transparent, but like, and I mean, I know it's hard to expect anyone to be totally transparent about things. I know, but like, I just, there's something not quite right here. It doesn't feel quite right. Wouldn't be the worst. Like, they wouldn't like completely like make. Okay, there is one other place that sells the unit. I will try to negotiate with the other company that we read on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Um, yeah, because there's, and temperance too. This temperance reverse is like, I feel like the negotiations back and forth, because that exchange back and forth with this temperance. It's the nature of the card. Yeah, that would be a note for me. Like, it wouldn't be all totally terrible, but it there's definitely better options out there for you, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Felicia. Did you want to ask about another company as well? Will Al Joes, is that it? Al Joes negotiate on the price? Excuse me. Or is that AI? AI Joes? Al? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Masters and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Masters and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Masters and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Masters and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate on the price for Felicia. Masters and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate the price for Felicia. Masters and spirit guides will Al Joes negotiate the price for Felicia. Queen of Swords, Justice reversed, the Empress again reversed, the Lovers, and Knight of Cups reversed. I believe they will. It's interesting we have both the Queen of Swords and Justice right next to each other, both Libra cards. I believe they will. This Queen of Swords is definitely a card of negotiations. Justice reversed concerns me a little bit because there could be an imbalance in what they say that they're negotiating. Again, with this Empress reverse card showing up, like, they could be stubborn in their deliberations and their decisions, and it could take some time too, a lot of back and forth. The Empress is also very slow energy and like deliberations, so it could be a lot of communications with like different people and back and forth and waiting, stuff like that. It doesn't mean that they're not going to negotiate with you. I think they will come to some kind of agreement with this Lovers card and the Queen of Swords. Is this ALJ that I asked about earlier? Because I remember the Lovers came up for that card. Don't really like the Knight of Cups reverse too much here. Like I do think they will negotiate the price for you. I do. And I think that you guys will come to a good agreement, a good balance, a good agreement on something. But I do feel like they're gonna at first have some pushback, which makes sense. In terms of business and car sales, the salesperson's gonna have to talk to their manager and blah 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 blah, the back and forth. So that's what I see happening, because negotiations are basically deliberations, and those can definitely take some time. It's not gonna take forever though, just like that drags on a little bit, but it won't take like forever at all. Like just might be a little grueling, but I think you will definitely get to. You're gonna find something good here. A good price, a good car. Sorry, I need to put my jacket on. I am freezing. Good car, good value. I wish I knew a responsible man that would negotiate for me. Yeah, that's the hard. I know it's hard being a woman and purchasing cars or trying to get work done on your car. I feel like, I mean, so far so good with me, but yeah, like I've usually just defaulted to like having my dad do that or someone. Like I'm always very afraid of that. But I feel like you'd be a great negotiator. You'd be good at negotiations, and you've got that Libra sense of deliberations and what's right, what's wrong, what's fair, what's not. So yeah, no, I hear you there. But you're a very strong woman and you're very capable, and yeah. it should never be that way. It should never be like, oh, they'll sell a car less to someone if they're a man. You know what I mean? Like it just should not. It shouldn't be that way at all. And you know, we need cars too, um, and safe ones and trustworthy ones, and we should be able to trust, you know, the people who we purchase them from. But yeah, I think that's definitely the best option for you there, Felicia. Um, I think you'll definitely get a fair price that you'll be very satisfied with. That will be very harmonious for you. They will find the if you haven't already found the right vehicle with them, they will find it for you. But yeah, thank you so much, love. I really appreciate you, and I know with that world card in the center, I know your journey's definitely coming to a close here. Like it is definitely coming to a close. Is it raining outside? Oh my golly, it is. Not surprised. The weather's been atrocious. But yeah, it's raining outside. April showers, right? But yeah, I feel like you're gonna find the right vehicle. It's right for you. They're gonna pair that lover's card. I feel is them like pairing you with the right vehicle, the right price. Speaking of vehicles, I literally saw a car a couple days ago at CVS. It was like a 20-year-old like Camry, and the license plate straight up just said Walmart. WALMART. I'm like, okay, why would you like advertise for Walmart for free on your car and pay to do so? Because you have to pay for the vanity plate. Like, they're clearly not like working at the upper echelon of Walmart. Like, what did Walmart do for them? You know, like of all the stores to add to like put on one's license, I don't know. I put Nordstrom or something. You know what I mean, or something like nice, fun, Sephora. I don't know. Walmart, even Target's better. Walmart? Isn't that so funny? I thought that was hilarious. I totally took a picture of it. I was like, and I'm like, I kept on thinking, like, who is the person who owns that car? I wonder what they're like. Like, are they doing it? Is it maybe it's an inside joke? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Like, oh my goodness. And you know they're the only one in California. I guess maybe that's what they wanted. Gotta be the first. You know what I mean? I know that Mercury is out of retrograde, but it doesn't really feel like it. I feel like communication's getting weirder and weirder in my world. I really love my nails right now. I really love the job she did today. It's like a coral, shimmery, corally, orangey pink kind of color. Thought it was nice for spring. And my nails always feel so weird when she takes all the nail polish stuff off, all the other crud. And I just have my bare nails. It's like I feel like they're constantly just like at risk of breaking. Hey Lorraine, how are you, girl? I'm doing all right. It's been a little bit of a drama-filled weekend with my other job, but it's okay. It's nothing we can't get past or through, you know. Another day I'll be watching you. I know, it's just drama. It's just drama. I'm not in trouble or anything like that. It's just people not happy, no one agreeing on things. I mean, it's kind of like this. You know how like the Screen Actors Guild is like often like they go on strike a lot and stuff like that. Well, I'm part of the Models Guild of the Bay Area. I think we're like the only Models Guild actually in the country, and so nobody's really getting paid for a lot for most of their work. I mean, not the modeling work, but the bulk. Like if you're doing stuff like because they want me to be like secretary, and I'm just like I'd hardly basically be a volunteer job. And I would agree to do it if things were harmonious, but nobody agrees with anyone. No one gets along. Some people do, but there's just, yeah, a lot of corruption and drama and clashing egos. It's annoying. Mm. But I do have a photo shoot tomorrow that I'm really looking forward to with a photographer I haven't worked with before. And we've got some really cool ideas lined up. And yeah, that's going to be groovy. Good night, Miss Felicia. Much love and light to you. Sleep well. No, I don't have any plans to travel anytime soon, but I'm definitely thinking about it. I started saving for a trip, like not a trip in particular, just a trip in general, like back in January, which is like the last time I traveled, and I've met my goal. I could save some more, so I can travel somewhere. I don't know where though, and I don't know when. What about you, Lorraine? In or out of the country? I'm not sure if it'd be in or out of the country. I'd like to travel soon. Hawaii is a goal. Yeah, yeah. Maybe if I don't know, if I'd stay in the country, I'd probably just go to like New York or somewhere. I don't really have anywhere in the country I'd want to go to. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted there. You need time off from work. Do you have any like paid time off like saved up? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you should definitely save some. Should definitely go on a trip with. It's crazy that the world we live in basically probably never forever even like today's probably what they say that's how I see it. Yeah, when I used to do the 9 to 5 thing, I felt the same way. Like I really am about the 4 day work week, like doing an extra hour, like a 9 hour day, 4 days a week, as opposed to 8 hour days, 5 days a week. You know, it's totally different in other countries. In other countries, you get way more time off for not just sick time, but vacation time as well. And um, most places are, a lot of places are just totally like, even if you work in retail, like most places are closed on Sundays in a lot of European countries. Yeah, it really is. I remember when I was working full time, 40 hours a week at the law firm when I was in college. That was when my apartment was its messiest it's ever been in my life. Like, I just had no time to clean. I'd get home. Yeah, hypothetically, I could clean my room when I get home, but after an 8 hour workday, like, that's the last thing I want to do. That's like when all of my energy and focus for anything work related has been used, and I want to relax. I hate to sound lazy, but yeah, it's tough. It's not laziness, it's just about we only have so much energy, you know, different types of energy that we can allocate to different aspects and parts of our lives. My nail lady was complaining about how she hasn't had time to like clean her closet since COVID, since lockdown. She's like, that's what, she's like, I don't want to go anywhere this summer when I take my vacation. Um, I just want to stay here. I want to like clean my closet. I want to like do my garden, like all these things I haven't done in so long. And yeah, it's totally true. Working every single day, it's really, really, really difficult. No, I know I'm not lazy. I mean, I work 2 jobs. I do this every day for minimum 2 hours, upwards of 5 to 6, and then I have my other job, minimum 3 hours, usually at least 4.5 to 8 versus 6. So I definitely I can't be lazy. Like it's very hard to get away with being lazy and living in the Bay Area. And living in America, it's very tough. You know, gotta hustle. Yeah, same here, same here. You need to make more than that here to get your own apartment. You need to make at least like 60, 70 to 100, like have a salaried income to be able to like have your own apartment. It sucks. Almost every single person I know has a roommate. Most of my friends have settled down with villas, so they have nice little homesteads, but they couldn't do it on their own. And it's really hard to live with friends. That's the other thing. It's hard living with a roommate, but I'd argue that it's sometimes even harder living with a friend. It's really, when you do find a friend that you can live with, it's like a godsend. Now, the days you need 2 or 3 jobs to afford rent. Well, you don't necessarily need 2 or 3 jobs to afford rent, but I mean, I have 2 or 3 jobs because I need to, I can't just do one thing. Like, I've got to do multiple things. I've got to be my own boss in some respect. Yeah, I can't do a roommate. I need my space. Yeah, I know. That's why I lived with my parents for such a long time over the years because I just refused to have a roommate. I didn't mind living with a boyfriend or someone, but no, or someone. There's no or someone. I've really only been comfortable living with partners, and not every partner wants to have a place with you, A, and B, like, if you don't have one, it's really hard. And, yeah, like, no, I mean, I have a great roommate, so it's totally legit, but I know people who don't. In Florida, you need 2 to 3 jobs to pay rent. Oh, God. I guess it depends on the type of job too. Because if you had just a higher paying job, I'm sure you could have just one. But, geez, Louise, yeah. No, I know that, and I know that the rent's cheaper there. It's harder than it was. It's harder than it was when I was younger too. That's the scary part. It seems to be getting harder and harder. Basically, there's like a standard of living that's very basic, and a huge portion of people in this country live below that line. Like, and somehow the government thinks it's okay to not subsidize or help or not force companies to raise minimum wage. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. Like in Europe, for example, your company, the government in France at least, pays for if you're on the job, all the food you eat is paid for, or at least your afternoon, like your lunch is taken care of. Like pretty much any restaurant will it's basically like a French, like basically meal ticket, and like everybody gets it. Everybody gets healthcare. Like these are things that we also have to pay for here that other people don't in other countries. Yet we're the wealthiest nation. Where's all that wealth going? You know? I know using the term 1%er is a little passe now, but I don't think so. I'm surrounded by them. They all, they're all in New York, LA, Bay Area. They think they own the world. And they're a very, very small percentage of this country. And they just make FU amounts of money. A lot of them have been my clients. I've worked with them. I've dated them. And not all of them I'm not saying they're all jerks. Not at all. Nay. I had a lot of clients when I was running my cannabis business for my ex-partner. There was this one client I had. Whenever I delivered to him, he was like a stay-at-home dad who retired. He was able to retire at like 40. Had a huge-ass mansion, like 2 daughters, and he was a stay-at-home dad. And he would buy a lot of cannabis, and I would always deliver to him. And he would just give me $100 as a tip every single time. Just like, was nothing. It was like $100 was like $5 to him, maybe. Just really, 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 really nice that he recognized that he made so much more money than other people. It's like, well, if $5 is this to that person, then it's $100 to me, like, and that will do a lot for them. Really legit. He didn't have to do that. Yeah, no, I've met some really generous, kind people that do recognize that they worked hard, but they're also very lucky. Almost all white hetero males, I will say. Most jobs in Florida pay you 20 to 25 an hour, and that's just minimum. If you want 30 an hour job or paying more, you need a degree. Really? Wow, that's crazy, because even art modeling in the Bay Area pays like minimum 50 usually an hour, and you don't need a degree to do that. Look into doing art modeling. I don't know how comfortable you are being nude, though. That's the thing. You got to be totally comfortable being nude, but it's totally professional. Like, oh my God, I've never had anyone be weird, ever, ever. If you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about. Like, once you like start drawing, you have to draw the human form, and it's just what it is. Like, but yeah, no, and I've heard that it does pay pretty much the same across the country, more or less. So if I'm getting paid 50 an hour here, then I would imagine models in Florida are getting paid about 30 an hour, minimum 30 to 35, I'd say, depending on the school. But I would look around. Did I want to do fashion? You could look for fashion schools. You can, but they are like, I do model fashion occasionally, but they usually only hire me when they like have a last minute person. Like I did a fashion class a couple weeks ago at the fashion department of the art school. And God, even then I had to still be seen naked because I couldn't get myself in and out of the dresses. I needed help, from like the instructor. or someone to like zipper me in and out. Like, so you do have to be comfortable with just like quick changing at the very least. But you can, yeah, if you're comfortable just being clothed, you could probably do that at certain schools. But they'll, yeah, fashion schools. But I don't know how tall you are. That's the thing is that they keep on asking how tall I am. They always want to know how tall I am, and then when I tell them how tall I am, they're like, oh, never mind. Occasionally they'll throw me a bone, but that's a big one. There is they need tall people. Yeah, totally. It's a wonderful. I had a client yesterday who's a model, and like yeah, absolutely. There's so many different clothing brands. I think the challenge with that, Lorraine, is finding brands local to you. I don't know how many clothing brands there are in your area. Like I know there's like so many. There's a lot in Miami. I'm sure there's some. I don't know what major cities near you, but they're usually in major cities. So it would take some research, but definitely, I know you'd be good at it for sure. I've seen photos of you, and I know you could model. I know you can model. Um, you're very beautiful, and you have a really like really awesome look, and yeah, no, that. I mean, and if you think about it too, like think of all like like all of the clothes that they sell like online, like all the clothes and how all of them are all modeled, you know, by people of all that look all different types, you know, and that's also the thing about the guild too, is like we need people that look like, you know, we need all different colors, all different heights, you know, like an equal balance of male and female. It's I struggle believing in myself in that I could do it. Yeah, girl, even 13 years into doing this, I told my client yesterday that she's only been doing it for 2 3 years. I've been doing it for almost 14. I still struggle with that sometimes, and that's what came out in her reading is it because it's a particularly challenging industry in that sense. Is sometimes you just won't get the job because you didn't have the right look. Sometimes it's not even about not having the right look. It's about just someone answered quicker, and because it is in my case, because it is inherently associated with looks, I can't help but think, oh, did I not get that because I'm too old or not skinny enough or too short, which is the worst. You can't do that. I mean, it's very hard not to, but I have to like force myself. And I've gotten much better year after year. I get much better. Like I just understand that it's nothing personal, that it's always ebbs and flows. But it used to really affect me actually. Um, but I can't let it anymore. If I did, I'd drive myself nuts. You know. I did a really cool shoot with, oh, thank you, Lorraine. So are you. I did a really cool shoot with John last week at the Orchid Gardens. He used a really cool, like, black and white camera, but with a filter, so it looks like it has color, like in the plant life and stuff. You should, I think, yeah, I posted a picture on my Instagram, my other Instagram. Um, all right, so I've been on for a little over 2 hours. Too skinny, don't we have curveballs nowadays? These modeling agencies are tripping. I'll check it out. Oh, I don't. No one's ever told me I was too skinny. No, they've said I've definitely gotten not skinny enough, which I think is crazy. Like anyone skinnier than me, that's not healthy. I don't. Maybe, but that's not true. There's people who just have super fast metabolisms. But a couple of, not, I've only gotten it like once. And I wasn't the same size I am now. I was bigger. I was like 10 or 15 pounds heavier. But still, that's asking a lot. That's just like, are you serious? Like, then I don't want to work with you, you know? But it's okay. You know, they still need what they need. You know, it's not up to them either. It's also up to what they're selling or trying to photograph. Um, I've gotten too skinny. Yeah, I have gotten too skinny. They wanted me to be more curvaceous. I have gotten that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I have gotten that. Especially over the past few years since I've lost some weight. I've gotten that. Because I don't have a booty. I don't have a bum. I'll be honest. It's like, when you like look at me sideways, there's like no butt. It's like maybe a little bit, not much. But so what? Like, I mean, but if I'm not fit for the job, that's fine. You know, I accept that. I accept. But if I feel like I was right with the casting call, then I'm miffed. Then I'll be like, okay, well, I did fit that, so what's going on here? But I have gotten that. Yeah, I'm not. They don't tell it. They don't tell me in such a way, but like, I'll look at like the rest of their work and be like, every single model here has a similarity that I'm not matching, like huge tatas or whatever, like just curvier, you know, and but yet all like, you know, in the casting call, it won't mention body type. It's ridiculous. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for any and all donations. Thank you very much. I'd be more than happy to read for you with my beautiful little Golden Girls tarot deck here. Yeah. Last call, everybody. If you've got a question tonight, let me know. I know I got questions. Oh, it's already 7. Okay, yeah, it's 7 o'clock. All right. I accept that. I took a break from my modeling, but I need to restart. Yeah, it's a really good creative outlet, and it's a really good side hustle. I know models that travel can make a living off of it, but that's often because they're just not paying rent. You know, they're living just from city to city. Um, but that's also a really good option too. But again, it's not like brand stuff. If you wanted to like model for brands, I'd just go straight to LA, like take some trips there. I would take at least one trip there, and feel it out. Because that's the thing, is like that's where a lot of the work is, and then you'd be getting tons of work, and could probably be signed to an agency. I would look into agencies in your area, Lorraine. I would definitely look into that. There's got to be some. Well, I'm going to call it a night, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Much love and light to you, and I will see y'all tomorrow.